Hey, it's Tim Esterdahl, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. I'm out here again at my family farm in Wyoming. And on this time, in a 2019 Jeep Cherokee. This has got the new, not the new. Doesn't have the new 2.0 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which I was hoping it had. Nope, this has got the V6. It's in the Trailhawk edition. So I got 4-wheel drive. I got a bunch of drive modes inside. Auto, snow, sport, sand, and rock. I'm going to shift it down to sport, because that's always a fun drive mode. And we're going to test it out. So this has got plenty of off-the-line power. I don't know what 0-60 is, but really, who cares? So lots of power off the line, lots of fun, good suspension in this. We're just going to go ahead and go through the countryside here and talk about this. You know, it's an odd-looking vehicle. There's no doubt about it. They did change the front grille a little bit to make it a little bit more, I don't know, looks a little bit more, whatever word you want, insert it there. So, but I still like the look of it. I think it's unique, and it's still a really capable Jeep. I think that's the biggest thing that people kind of miss about this, is it's like Wrangler. Don't get me wrong, Wrangler's a great Jeep. It's a lot of fun, rock crawling and doing all the crazy stuff you can do with a Jeep. But on a day-to-day basis, this is a lot more comfortable and still pretty darn capable. Yeehaw! All right, so I've been driving around for a week, and it's just a fun drive. I feel like they've improved the interior a little bit too. It just feels like I'm more connected with this model than I have in previous models. I'm sure that's just my head, but that's what I feel. I like the interior as far as size. It does fit my family of four pretty well. I mean, and we have some good cargo room in the rear. So as far as a pretty capable Jeep that still holds the family and is easy on your back when you're off-roading or driving on the highway. Let's talk a little about the inside. So I have the nice door handles here. I really like the shape of this. We have the controls here for the windows. I have my lighting controls, dimmer switch. I have my steering wheel, and on the back side I do have my tune buttons and volume buttons. I have my multiple infotainment screen, or driver information screen, control center, however you want to call these things. Everybody's got different terms for them. I do have start stop, which I can turn off or turn on. That would allow the engine to turn off at stop signs or stoplights, and then turn back on when you put any sort of foot on the gas pedal. Fuel economy, here we go, 22.9 there, and I'm averaging 22.6. So I've driven pretty aggressively. And I have adaptive cruise, lane sensing, I have tire pressure, and I have digital speedometer. So over here I have the big infotainment screen, which I'll turn on and turn down the volume. What I was listening to. Oh, there's a winter weather advisory. Cool. I have kind of the interesting look with the shape here, with the fan openings, the openings for the not fans, for the blower motor. Yes, for the airflow. I do can close them, which is nice. I have parking assists, and I do have all my controls here. I have a mute button and a screen off, which is kind of interesting how they do that. Is you can turn the screen off, or you can mute the radio, but if you turn the volume off, the screen goes off. And then it should come on with the volume, I think. Or no. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Alright, so on this screen, this is one of the top infotainment screens in the industry. Kind of flip through yourself fast. Goes through the buttons, different apps, controls, navigation. Check my phone if I was paired my phone. So just lots of really quick access on that kind of stuff. Down here are those modes I was telling you about. I have auto. I do have a 4-wheel drive low. I'm going to get my hand out of the way. A locking rear differential. So I have lots of capability. I have a USB plug there, an auxiliary, and I do have this handy dandy cigarette lighter. Little cubby hole here for my glasses. Shifter. I have electronic parking brake and some cup holders. And I do have some trash bin in my center console. The other side, we finish off. It's really nice styling. You know, I could see where it's going to get kind of knocked for some of the hard plastic, but it's not really that hard. It's kind of it's a really interesting texture on this. It's not a hard plastic. It's a little bit soft touch, but it's not a soft touch premium. Double stitching there, and then I don't have a sunroof in this, which is fine, but I do have a nice sunglass holder, and I do have my controls for my lights. Rear mirror has SOS on it. don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see. It's blacking out now. So we're going to go through here and make our own little path. Here. This is for the detailers when they wonder why I bring the cars back so dirty. So, like I said, after a week of driving it, I just don't have a whole lot of complaints. The infotainment system is always really good in these, and I'll go through those features here in a minute. The overall suspension's great. Tires are really aggressive, which is fine for here, and they do pretty well on the highway. Easy to park, just an easy to use vehicle. I got keyless entry in the doors. I got push button start inside. You know, those are small little features that do make a big difference over the life of a week-long loan and the life of owning the vehicle for longer periods of time. There's some big bumps in here. I'm gonna make this so slow on those. So, because I don't want to break anything. So I'm gonna keep driving here and get it back, and I'm gonna talk you through the interior a little bit and wrap up my final thoughts on the 2019 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. So then behind me I have a row of 3 seats with a bench. You can sit 5 possible. The kids fill up pretty well, and then behind that some rear cargo area, which is a pretty good amount of cargo. I've put quite a bit of groceries back there and had no problem putting them in. So again, I like it. There's not much I'm going to say negative about it. It's going to be, I'm going to insert the price down below because I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. And you know, it could be more expensive people want to spend. That's fine. I hear the argument all the time. But if you're going to go out and buy a Jeep and you want to have some off-road capability and also have a comfortable ride, which I'm sorry the Wrangler just doesn't do both, this is really what you want to get. I feel really confident driving this around. I could feel like a snowstorm, no problem. It has all the capability I need and the ground clearance, and it looks pretty funky, and I think it looks pretty cool. And I like the idea of it's not bland at all. It doesn't blend anything else. It looks good. So there you go. There are my thoughts on a 2019 Jeep Cherokee. For more Pickup Truck Plus SUV news, make sure to check us out on pickuptrucktalk.com. Subscribe below, send hate mail to tim@pickuptrucktalk.com. Make sure you go ahead and leave mean comments below. I'll make sure I delete those really quickly. Thanks for watching. We'll see you down the road.